a little video giving you an idea of what's happening on the island. This is the picture of La Gomera. Filigrane Ray is there over on the left, and the little arrow points to Playa Caldera, which is quite close to it. The other arrow points to the airport down at the bottom. You can get a boat that goes from Filigrane Ray to La Rajita, Playa Mango, and San Sebastian. Other than that, you can see everything goes in through the middle, and the middle is the top. So you can kind of see why you need a car. That handsome fucker, I don't know who he is. Behind him is Mount Tina over on Tenerife, but the island is actually La Gomera, and that's the entrance into Filigrane Ray. Nice town. Not even a town, it's a collection of buildings. There's no strips or plazas or things like that. That's from the roof terrace. Yeah, I've got a few slides. That's Playa Caldera promenade in total. It's lovely little coffee shops, bars, restaurants, local shops. You're in the shadow of that big mountain all the time. But that's anywhere you go on the island, it's like that. It's like living at the bottom of the Cliffs of Moher by two. Nice sandy beach, showers and everything else on it. There's apartments in most of those buildings for rental, though our place was up the lane from it. Oh, sound of the waves on the shore. It's lovely. Makes me want to be back there. Lots of little churches. That's the name of the bungalow we stayed in. And again, that handsome fella keeps popping up. A tree growing in the wall. I had to take a picture of that. That is on the actual promenade. This is the walk from the door of the bungalow.
Okay, what do you think it is for an entrance
all on
to
the level,
our
kind of.
place?
Either side are buildings, homes and entrances into homes. And every now and then you'll see potted plants, lovely plants growing in. Or some of the rooms must be so small that sometimes you walk past a buggy where the house is too small for the buggy, so they just leave it outside. We're heading down towards the road now. Really well kept, spotlessly clean. That was another thing I noticed about the place. Really very, very well kept.
Seems longer when you're filming.
I skipped it. The actual video is longer, but I was skipping bits so it wouldn't look absolutely crazy. So we're down onto the road now, which is basically right into Playa Caldera. Around to the left is the beach, about 50 yards. That's in the yard. That's the door out of the bungalow. And that's me lying on the bed. That's the tree over me head. That's the window, the view from the window of the bungalow. Really beautiful. That's Playa Caldera, the orange building. That's the main street. That's a stretch shot, giving you an idea of the bungalow, and then the garden. The roof terrace, we were hardly up on that. Hardly worth the hassle. But the garden, look at, why would you want to go up on the roof terrace? And there's tables and chairs there and everything else, and that's the view looking up at the mountain from the terrace. This is Filigrane Ray. We went up that way for a meal. There's a harbour at the other end. Lovely little restaurant. Selection of buildings. There's not a kind of town centre or anything. That's Playa Caldera at night. And again, a view from the roof terrace. We were heading up for a drive. Okay, we started heading up. The highest and longest corkscrew roads I've ever come across. You might be driving as the crow flies 5 miles, but along the road it could be 15. It's stunning. And you're getting higher and higher, and there's more and more of these little villages and settlements. Having a pint. That's in the restaurant in Filigrane Ray. Well, that's looking back at Playa Calera in the distance, and all the time you're coming up. That's what happens when you get to the top. There's these woods. Seemingly Europe used to be covered by these types of woods before the Ice Age. And these are the only ones that are still surviving. I don't think the Ice Age came that far south. But they're still there up at the top. You'd hardly think you were in a Canary Island, would you? And if I remember right, it was kind of misty when we were up there. Because we were actually in the cloud. But stunning. Don't know who those ugly people are. See how high you are in the little villages in the distance. It's really amazing. And again, you're looking over the tall mountain in the distance is Mount Teide over on Tenerife. And lots of miradors, lots of places to stop. And they're always worth stopping at because they're there for a reason. And they really picked fantastic places to put them. At this stage, I think we are up near the very top. So, as you can see, the clouds are actually below us. And we're looking over again at Mount Teide. There's lots of places, little villages that you can come across, like this. That's another church. I think there's pictures of it further on. And you hardly see anyone. There's lots of cars around. You just wonder where all the people are. But this is literally up a few thousand feet, you know. It's stunning. For some reason, this thing has stopped. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we stopped to... I wanted to go in and look at a graveyard. Strange, because they're all in the wall rather than graves like this. And amazing to look at the age of the people. It seems to be a place to live. There was 90s and people in the hundreds. They're waiting for their guests. But they're quite fancy and different types and quite spectacular. I loved it. And it was a lovely, quiet place. Ice cream. Lovely little ice cream parlour in Playa Calera. Delicious. I can nearly taste it. Again, up at the top. So every time you're driving around... I mean, every corner you go around, there's just massive views. Yeah, lots of churches. Lots of hermits. Seemingly it was a good place for hermits. Again, you're looking over at Tenerife. That's one of the miradors to stop at. It's just beautiful. Clouds again, and we're above the clouds, and again that's Tenerife in the distance. That's Mount Teide. I think it's the highest mountain in Spain. Even it's the volcano over on the... This is in the main city, San Sebastian. I think just before we got the ferry back to Tenerife, and then I flew over to Lanzarote to meet yourself and Pat. Yeah, that's us leaving. I think that was amongst the forest. Again, the handsome brute. So good looking. Spread shots of those forests that Jose can take down. And that's that church in that village up in the mountain that I was on earlier on. My sequencing isn't great. Someone has a smile on his face. And I think we're about there, except for two very special pictures coming across. If it